Hi, welcome to Some Soothings. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Joshua. I'm a musician and a sound and glitch artist. Most of my work is created in collaboration. I make things with directors and performers and dancers and other musicians, and that kind of collaborative work is kind of hard to do right now. On top of that, my work engages with kind of heavy topics, ecological destruction, late capital, war and violence and intolerance. And just to be totally honest, I find myself I'm timid. I'm feeling timid about going to those dark places right now. But I thrive when I am creating things and sharing them and connecting with people. So I've decided to do this show. Some Soothings is a 30-minute weekly live stream. It's soft, peaceful. It focuses on gentleness, kindness, tenderness, calm. It'll be a little new agey, a little sound bathy, a little ASMR-ish. But we'll try not to take ourselves too seriously. The show is not like for kids, but it's kid-friendly if you have any. It's also pet-friendly if you have pets. There will be some art, some reflection on gratitude, a poem, and then we'll be anchored kind of in the middle by a 15-minute live improvised ambient music performance. Just like one super quick note, I can't really clock the chat while I'm doing this, so what I'm going to do is after the show, I'll stick around and try to respond to if there's any comments or questions or anything like that. I will come and hang out in the chat. Okay. So this is an amazing painting by Alma Thomas. It's acrylic on canvas. It was painted in 1969. It's entitled Iris, Tulips, Jonquils, and Crocuses. Thomas was born in 1891 and crossed the veil again in 1978. They were a leading figure in the Washington Color School movement, which was sort of a side branch of abstract expressionism. Thomas had major shows at Howard University and at the Whitney here in New York, and the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Has collected a bunch of their work. What we're looking at right now is a painting from this series called Earth Paintings. And Thomas describes the generative moment, the revelatory moment for creating these paintings like this, quote, "I looked at the tree in the window and that became my inspiration. There are 6 patterns in there right now that I can see, and every morning since then the wind has given me new colors through the window panes." So I'm going to just repeat that last bit because it is just so brilliant and it feels so, it's just so satisfying on my lips. Quote, "Every morning since then, the wind has given me new colors through the window panes." So there are a few links to interviews and some overviews of Thomas's stuff in the panel below, but also do a Google image search of Washington Color School. Put it in quotes, Washington Color School. And there's just a lot of really just eyeball pleasure from this movement. This mid-century movement is so good. Okay. How is your hydration? Mine's pretty good, but I've been trying to be more mindful about it. This week, I've drank 25 liters of liquids, including coffee, water, Amaro, white wine, and whiskey. and this ginger infusion that maybe I'll like give you a recipe for next week or 2 weeks from now that I've been making at home. For me, staying hydrated, both my physical and my mental well-being are improved by having adequate liquids. So I'm trying to track it, and I'm hoping that just by like giving it some attention, I'll do a little better and pay a little more attention. Okay. Next, check this out. So I found this candlestick in my sublet, and accidentally discovered that it makes this like really surprisingly sonorous and healing sound. So okay, check this out when I strike it, okay? Totally amazing. Happy Passover, folks that are celebrating. Now, I'm going to close my eyes for 10 seconds, and I'm going to think about something that I'm grateful for. If I'm comfortable sharing it, I will, and I encourage you to do the same. Close your eyes with me. Think about something you're grateful for. And if you're comfortable sharing it, please do so in the chat. Each week I will compile all the things that we're all grateful for, and I'll put them kind of in one of the panels below so we can just have a nice long running list of things to feel some gratitude about. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes now. I am so grateful for cherry blossoms. They're so beautiful, white, pink, whatever flavor. Their impermanence, the whole like mana no aware concept, the way that they're celebrated in Japan. It's all just so strikingly beautiful. It just is really like, it's way my thing. I saw one when I was walking today and felt grateful for it, and so I'm going to share that with you. So I am grateful for cherry blossoms. It's unlikely that we get to live on a planet with trees that flower, but we do, and that's totally amazing. So yeah, my thing is cherry blossoms. If you want to share your things, if you feel comfortable, put them in the chat and I'll compile them, and then we can kind of review or talk about them later on. Okay, now we are going to go to Kate Adams with an update on the weather in McCarthy, Alaska.
We are looking at the last light of an absolute bluebird day here in McCarthy, Alaska. Shining on Porphyry Mountain up there. High today around 35, low around 20. So warm in the sun. Only had to run the wood stove for a couple hours this morning and haven't had to start another fire yet.
Oh, that looks so stunning. Thanks, Kate. That's just totally remarkable. Let's do some music now. This is going to be about 15 minutes long, improvised, very mellow, little ambient music set. So let me push a couple buttons over here and we'll get it going. All right. Thank you for listening. We're going to close with a poem. This is a very, very famous poem. You may be familiar with it by the American poet Mary Oliver. It's called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. But meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes. Over the mountains and the rivers, over the prairies and the deep trees. And meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. So, whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination. It calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tonight's intro and the outro music that we're going to hear again in a second has been A Lake by Emily Sprague. It's from the Water Memory album. It's amazing. It's linked in the panel below. I'm going to turn off the camera now. Oh wait, I want to do the candlestick one more time. Okay, here's the candlestick again. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera now, but I'll keep the stream running, and I'll join you in the chat. I just have to push a couple buttons. So again, I feel so grateful for your viewership and giving some attention. I hope this was pleasurable, and I'll see you in the chat in a sec.